This is part 3, talking about suicide, spiritual warfare, and how serious this is. So at the end of part 2, I was talking about how, spiritual warfare is very fucking real. And I believe that demons or demonic entities and stuff like that can be low vibrational emotions such as fear, guilt, shame, depression, anxiety, stress, things of that nature. And when you are in those energies, it's easy for them to feed on you, and this is what I was going back into the beginning of part 2 into part 1 about the housing situation. As long as my mother's name was on that house that I resided in, that gave those evil demonic entities access to be in that house, because if she allows evil entities and energies into her and her name is on that house, it doesn't matter how much I pray, how much blessing of the house I do, it'll just banish them or push them away temporarily. But they're gonna come back. It's like that story in the Bible where it says somebody who I guess had a demon in them, Jesus got the demon out of them, and their temple, their home is clean, but that spirit goes out and wanders around or whatever the fuck, but then it comes back to that person, but it doesn't come back by itself. It brings seven stronger demons than itself, and now the state of that person is worse than the state before. Y'all, if you didn't read the Bible, you didn't heard that goddamn story. I may not have said it word. I was ad-libbing shit. You know the damn story I'm talking about. Anyways, and if you don't, go read the Bible. Anyways, I'm just simply saying, take that verse. That's how I look at that, right? Again, so my mom, she has one demon. She managed to get saved from it. But that demon goes to get more demons. Now, her state now is worse than her state then. But thank God that I'm an adult, because I don't have to deal with it. But I can say that I feel like, and I say that too because I'm going to tell y'all a story. And this all has to do with suicide, by the way. It's just, I'm speaking on the spiritual aspects and the depth of what my experience is. Your experience can be different from mine. I don't know, but hey. Anyways, so I have this ex or whatever, and I was temporarily living with him, and he started acting funny. One thing that I've realized about me is that if you have demons, oh, my light is gonna be shining. I'm talking about, them big ass flashlights that be big and bright. I'm talking about you come around me. If you got any skeletons in the closet, I'm about to Eminem your shit. I'm sorry, mama. I don't mean to hurt you. But I don't even remember the goddamn words. But whatever, I'm cleaning out my closet. I didn't clean out my closet. My closet is clean. And now, this person, whoever they are, they enter my space, my life, or whatever. And I feel like that's why I also have 100% become very picky as to who I even allow access into my life, because everybody got skeletons, but the types of skeletons and, the types of things, you know what I'm saying? And this goes to the spiritual aspect. But anyways, let me get to what I'm talking about. So, this ex that I was living with temporarily, my light aggravated his demons. And I say that because that's why he started just acting funny and shit, or acting jealous and all of this. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just doing, you too old, sir. You too old for this. I don't got time for this. And I don't have to deal with it. So I walked away. But what really did it for me is that I was listening to this tarot reading, and this girl, she was like, look, something's coming this way. Look, I don't know what to tell you, but spiritually, I feel like an attack is coming. If you're in a relationship, you need to exit that relationship now because shit is going down. She was not wrong. She was not fucking wrong. Like, don't get me wrong, I love certain tarot readers that I like to listen to and shit, because driving all day, I ain't got shit else to do, but I like to listen to what the fuck they talk about. Sometimes I might just like their voice, and I might not want to talk on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So I might listen to whatever they talking about or whatever. And it's just crazy, because when she said that, that's when that relationship immediately just like fell apart, broke, or whatever. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go my separate way, you know, big deal, whatever. And I remember his closet. I was afraid of the closet. Speaking of closets, right? I was just talking about cleaning out the closet. The closet was clean, and I had all, you know, my clothes and stuff in there or whatever, but I feared like if the light was off or the room was hella dark, for some reason I would be scared. I don't know how to explain it. I felt uncomfortable, highly uncomfortable. Out of anywhere in the fucking house, it was that particular space. And I believe that's because that's a portal that certain demons or evil entities was entering into, you know, because these entities and these spirits, they can cross over from their realm into ours, and we can see them, whether you know this or not. But I didn't see anything, but I felt it. This is why I said, like, with my spiritual gifts, I'm highly clairvoyant. You know what I'm saying? I can sense certain shit, and if I don't like how I feel, I'm not gonna, I'm good, you know. It's a part of, I thought it was it's a part of my instincts, but it's my spiritual discernment. My spirit is like, nah, this ain't it. So I had took some sage or whatever, and I called myself, you know, cleansing the house, blessing and everything like that. I didn't know that because his name was on the lease and shit like that or whatever, that as long as he decided to hold on to those demons and those entities, they were always going to be welcome in that house, no matter how many times I blessed it. And I know this to be fact because in my household, I took my sage and I blessed my house, and it's filled with nothing but good energy. God, my ancestors, my spirit guides, no negative energy, no demons, no nothing is allowed in my house. And I can say this is 100% true in my case, that my cousin, for example, I used to wonder, like, why is he always in his car all the time and shit like that? The reason why is because the negative entities and spirits that hold him hostage, they are not allowed into my house. They're not. When my cousin crossed that threshold, my ancestors, my spirit guides, God, you know what I'm saying? They was like, skirt! You ain't allowed up in this motherfucker. You can come through that threshold and get your ass whooped if you want to. Oh no, we gonna stay out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we thought. Cause for real, I don't fear anything. Like, I'm gonna say that my house has a very good energy in it. Very high good energy at that. Compared to the energy I remember in my mother's house growing up in, and in that ex's house. That's the reason why I left his house, because he had slugs, I think they were slugs coming in and shit. And I remember looking, like, something just told me, look up the spiritual meaning of slugs. And it was the spirit of sloth. And I know, even though he has borderline personality disorder, which is like along the lines of narcissism or narcissistic personality disorder. That's why I went on ahead and cut that shit off. But he also had the spirit of sloth in his house, because there's no reason for these slugs to be. Nobody else in the neighborhood has problem with slugs. So why you the only one? Why you the only one? You know what I'm saying? And so I was just like, and then it made sense because he would always out the blue be like, why are you so fucking lazy? Like, damn, dude, I didn't work the 12-hour shift. I can't lay on the couch and fucking watch a TV show or a movie. That makes me lazy. And then it dawned on me, that's projection. He is inherently lazy. And he has the spirit of laziness or sloth in his household. But that ain't none of my business. That ain't none of my business. Because let me tell you, my spiritual team, oh my God, like, it was time to get the fuck out of there. I just kept feeling like something punching me in my stomach, like, pow, pow, get your ass out this goddamn house now. And I'm like, God, hold up. I'm trying to leave, but I need money. I need money to move. I need money because I'm not trying to stay here. I'm trying to go to Texas, baby. But at the time, I didn't trust the universe and God like I do now. You know what I'm saying? I was very more physical, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm at the point that, hey, I'm going to do this. And I go do the shit whether I got the money or not. And things fall right into place better than expected, usually. Because I've learned to develop a relationship with God and the universe to where I know that everything is going to be okay, regardless of what it looks like. I know that it's going to be okay. I go check out one of my videos. I was telling y'all my testimony about how I had no money and I was moving and all of this. My bank account was on zero. I'm talking about I had nothing and I'm just stressing out. How is this? Anyways, again, to me, it all goes back to spirituality. It goes to energy. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I used to always wonder why I would dream of my old house. And in my old house that I grew up in with my mom, it was always nighttime when I was at the house. It was always dark as fuck in the house. I'm like, damn, dude, motherfuckers around this bitch pay electricity bills. Why is it always goddamn dark in this house? And then it was cold. Damn, you don't pay the electric bill to put some heat in this bitch? I can say that now, but I would, and that's when I realized that it's all about energy. It's all about your spirituality, as well as I had things that I had to heal inside myself, because having those dreams in my old childhood house, being dark outside, dark inside, and it's cold, that's because that house was devoid of love, affection. It was devoid of all the things that are inside of me. Me, the house, and my mother, we don't mix. I mean, the house is just a object. Objects hold energy, whether you realize that or not. And that's part of the reason why, since I've been out here in the A, I went shopping, because I was like, it's time to start creating new energy and getting rid of shit. I think on one of these videos, I talked about this leather jacket my mom gave me, and out of everything in my closet, that leather jacket was growing mold on it. That is demonic energy. It has to be, because nothing else in that closet had mold on it except for that fucking jacket. And it was something that my mom gave me. I threw that motherfucker in the trash. So that told me, and then I've been having like these urges that for every outfit that I buy, because I still had some clothes that my mom had, bought me back a couple years back or whatever, I'm throwing that shit away. Because I'm trying to have blessed energy, good energy around me, in my household, in my car, even in my truck at work, okay? Like, I'm not about to deal with bad energy. I'm just not. I mean, is it gonna be around or whatever? Yeah, but I'm not gonna allow it to affect me. But anyways, so again, like I told y'all about, these dreams that I had of my childhood house, it being nighttime all the time, darkness inside, it's cold. A lot of scary things would take place in the house within my dream and shit. My mom was never around, ever, in the dreams. I would be home by myself. I mean, it was no different. I was home by myself, and in the scary ass house in my dreams, I'd be there by myself. And I started to put two and two together that, man, As I noticed that as I began healing myself, realizing the type of abuse and what I was dealing with on a spiritual level, mental, physical, and all of this, I noticed that as I began healing, that when I would go in my dreams back to this household that I grew up in, it was bright and sunny outside, birds are chirping, and the house is just beautiful in the sunlight. I'm not used to seeing the sun up in the dreams. It was always dark. So not only is the sun up now, but now the curtains are open and the rays of sunshine coming through the house, natural lights, you know what I'm saying, throughout the entire house. It's warm, radiant, you know. I wasn't always good at 100% remembering what my dreams were, but I remembered the emotions. You know, I remembered a lot of stuff, really, emotion-wise. But this is what I mean, like, when these feelings of like depression, anxiety, stress, and all that shit, suicide, those are entities. And depending on who you live in the house with, your spirit and their spirit can clash. Hold on, y'all. My throat's a little dry. Let me get some water. So, I didn't expect to talk so long, so I'm thirsty. Okay. But yes, so again, so when people wonder why, like, teenagers, kids, adult, it doesn't even matter your age, they wonder why these people kill themselves. 9 times out of 10, they were around someone who had entities on them or in them and living in a house with them. That you gotta remember, we're talking about the spiritual realm. If you got one demon in, you think that demon ain't gonna be like, hey, come on in, we throwing a house party, and there's just nothing but demonic energy in that motherfucker. Evil energy, negative vibes in that motherfucker. How do you think poltergeists and, you know, possessions and all of these things end up happening? You know, whether you know it or not, if you are not spiritually aware, or, you know, aware on a spiritual level of what you're dealing with, you can unknowingly open yourself up to allow these energies in. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, even if you unknowingly let them in, you can purge them out. Because again, you are a sovereign being. You have the right. And I'm gonna tell y'all, right? And this is a real thing. So I was out in Texas or whatever, and I was reading this book on how to root demons or whatever. And it was like, say this special prayer or whatever. I forgot what the prayer was. But you can't just have it in your mind. You have to speak it. Because if you do not speak it, nothing's going to happen. You can sit there and think it all you want, but see, what you fail to realize is these entities can manipulate. They can they're the ones that create doubt. And that was the number one thing for me, doubting myself. I know what it is, and then here comes this entity of doubt coming in my ear. Are you sure? Are you sure that's the right thing to do? I'm sure. I make right decisions and right actions at all. You gotta take command. You gotta let them motherfuckers know. I am a sovereign being. I have free will. I this, I that, and you state your fucking demands and you say that shit out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I went to my apartment, I said what the fuck it was. No evil entity, no evil energy, no evil this, no evil that is allowed to cross the threshold of my house. And as I speak it, so must it be. And it doesn't matter where I move. They are not allowed to come across that threshold. You got to remember, like, this is how I look at the spiritual realm. Just like I have a guardian angel, you think that there ain't a demon on my ass who's hoping to, I mean, I already told you I don't believe in heaven and hell. I don't believe in heaven and hell as in like there's streets of gold up in the goddamn clouds, and then there's this molten lava, and I don't believe in it in that aspect. Heaven and hell to me is your mindset. A lot of people are living in hell because they can't break their sex addictions or their alcoholism or their drug addictions, or, you know, certain things that lead to financial lack and limitation and things of that nature. Like, you are stronger than what you even realize. All you have to do is change your mindset. Change your mindset, and a new heart is going to be renewed in you. And when that happens, the sky is the limit, baby, because no man can stop what you are manifesting. No, they can't. They could hate on it. They could wish on your downfall. But guess what? Little do they know, all that energy, all that hate, all that, you know, they're creating bad karma for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Everything that my mom ever told me, I wish you were never born. I wish I never had you, blah, 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 blah. All of that is backfiring in her face, and she's suffering heavily for it. Because remember, I told you, cursing is not me saying ass, bitch, hoe, fuck, damn. Like, that's not cursing to me. Cursing is when you wish ill will and ill intent and have bad thoughts and intentions towards somebody. Now, you got to remember, you know, there are people out here doing black magic, I guess we can call it, evil shit. And you can cast spells with your words. So by her being miserable and unhappy, she wants me to be miserable and happy. But guess what? I embody, I've already stated it, and I stated it so many times. I am a sovereign being with my own free will. No negative energy, no demonic energy can come and harm me or do me any ill will. The most they can do is disrupt my day to some extent. You know what I'm saying? Put an obstacle in the way. Me and my spiritual team, we just gonna move that shit to the side. Under, over, through, around. Either way, it ain't gonna get me off my path. It's just slowing me down just a little bit, just a small delay, you know? That's all it is. Like, they really be thinking that they doing something, but you're not doing nothing. Like, you really not. I don't even know who need to hear all of this, but for real, suicide and all of that shit, those are negative entities and energies, okay? And the only way that they can remotely whisper in your ear and try to plant a seed or a thought, because again, these ain't your thoughts. You know, the thought of suicide is not your thought. That is one of them goddamn demons or spirits that want you to kill yourself, because they know that there's something that you are destined and assigned to do here on earth, and they don't want you to fulfill your contract. So it's up to you. Either you gonna let them win and be in your ear, and you gonna take your life, as some people have done, or you're gonna get the willpower and you're gonna fight back. You may not be fighting back spiritually necessarily, but you're gonna be fighting back by living, by continuing, even though it might be hard, or whatever obstacles is going on, whatever emotions is going on, whatever, you're fighting back. Because just like I have a spiritual team, you got a spiritual team. You do. You just have to realize, and you have to get in tune with your spirit, with yourself, to know that they're there, that they are there. And I say that because, again, my cousin Kevin, he died in 2017. And I really loved him a lot because I dreamed about him. Anybody that I truly love, if you die, I'm gonna dream about your ass for a good year because I miss you and I'm trying to hold on to you. I know you live on in my heart, but that doesn't stop the grief that I might feel to some extent or some level. You know what I'm saying? But again, like, anytime I felt like I was scared for whatever reason, or I was stressed, or I was worried about something, he'll pop up in my dream. And one day I said, cuz, how the fuck are you even here? You're dead. Like, why would I be dreaming about a dead person? And I remember him exactly how he was when he was alive. And he was like, I'm only dead in body, not spirit. I'm always gonna be around. And he didn't say it with words, but it was a feeling like if he had angel wings, he done wrapped his rings around me in protection to let me know ain't shit gonna harm you, because I'm here and I'm always gonna be here. You know, and basically that's essentially what he told me in the dream. And I like woke up crying and shit, because it's like, damn, you really here? My great grandmother, she's here with me. I can't see her. I just feel like spirits, they just vibrate on a higher level or a different frequency that we can't see. But she's here. She's around me as well. Both of them probably in this room somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. I try not to think about it sometimes too, because I don't want to know whether my cousin or my great grandma done seen me naked in the shower and taking a shit. You know what I'm saying? Walking around butt ass naked around my apartment. Like, I don't want to think of them seeing me like that. But at the same time, what the fuck ever. I mean, I'm in the physical. So, but I just thought it was weird. But for real, on a spiritual level, like, for real, get in touch with your ancestors. I mean, like, I feel I was here to heal generations of my family. All of their trauma, all of their hurt, all of their whatever got down to me genetically, because a lot of that I had to carry, but most of it was not even mine. Those were not my burdens and my problems to carry, but I've healed them because I'm the strongest in the bloodline. That's the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why I had to do it. I used to always ask the question, well, why me? I don't want to do this shit. Fuck this shit. And I ain't gonna lie. I'd be like, fuck y'all. Y'all putting me through all this shit because y'all asses was weak and y'all couldn't break these curses when y'all was alive. I'd be talking mad shit to their asses. And they know, because shit, I'm still in this human body with emotions. So yeah, if I'm mad, I'm gonna fucking get mad. But this is one thing that I can fucking say about their ass. You make me cry and they feel that pain, oh, they gonna run to my aid faster than anything to console me, to comfort me. And then if I sit there and say, I want justice, go get that ass, oh, they gonna get that ass. Now your head is on the chopping block. It's only a matter of time before your head is on that chopping block for your turn for that shit to get cut off. Like, that's why I don't worry about what people do. You can do whatever you want. You can mistreat me. You can you can think you taking advantage, think you playing, and think you whatever. You ain't doing shit. Cause one thing about them, they block shit. They be blocking shit. You know what I'm saying? It's been so many different times I could have died. And I'm not even talking about suicide. Died. They block that shit. Guardian angels, you know what I'm saying? They have their job to do, but it's your job to be in communication with them. It's your job to talk to them and give them permission to come to your aid, to help you, to help guide you, to help you make right decisions, to help bring the right people, the right opportunities, the right people, and just anything into your life. Now, according to Christians, all this shit is evil and blah, 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 blah. Well, the shit's working for me. I ain't had no problems with demons and all this other shit that they talking about, I ain't had no problems. I fucks with my crystals. I'm spiritual. Like, and it's not even a trend for me. I do it. Again, I consider myself a scientist. I test theories because, like I said, the church, I gave the church a chance. It wasn't working for me. I gave religion, being, I think I just visited a mosque. I wasn't really Muslim. So I was only ever a Christian, and then all the different names under the bracket of Christianity. But nonetheless, when I really look at religion, they're all the same. They all embody the same stories, the same essence. It's the same energy, just told in different ways and shit. Because I used to wonder, like, how the fuck y'all gonna say this and y'all gonna... Because I used to always wonder, like, they would argue. And I'm like, what if... I used to always have the thought, what if all of y'all are wrong in areas, but all of you are right in areas? That means that no religion or denomination is truly wrong or truly right. Who the fuck is knocking at my goddamn door? I'm gonna have to make a motherfucking part 4. Oh, is it time to check out?
No. We just want to check something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make a part 4. So.